Bro in the morning, Rosenberg and Laura Stiles.
Yes.
Laura Stiles, who has an attitude problem and is Spanish, is here. But she's not going to comment on this. Rosenberg, you should probably not comment on this either. We have Scotty Beam. Say hello.
Hello.
And we have a young lady who blogs for BlameMeBro.com. Her name is Gia Peppers.
Hey.
She also works for Essence.
Yes.
Conversation came across my timeline. Do black women have an attitude problem?
Yes. Wait, sorry, you said not to talk about it. Sorry, my bad, man.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
And I wanted to ask two black women. And you said what, Laura?
It's stupid. Everyone has an attitude.
True.
Why only black women have an attitude?
Well, we know you have an attitude, so that's why I said that in the beginning
Black
of the
and
conversation.
Chase, but still.
But there's a stigma that comes for black women, correct?
Yes.
And so I wanted to know, do you guys feel like black women have an attitude problem? Scotty Beam.
Well, honestly, I know I have an attitude problem, but I know.
See?
No. Y'all are so shady.
Well, no, we've been waiting a long time for you to come to terms with your attitude.
I haven't, but I'm working on my attitude problem. I'm not, and it's not because I'm a black woman.
What is it?
I think I'm just a frustrated 24-year-old. I think I'm allowed to be a frustrated.
What did you tell me about your mother?
My mother had to work on her attitude.
And what was her issue? She was also 24?
At some point.
Well, she was once 24, but, she was stressed and, had a lot of things going on, and she had an attitude. She fixed it, though, and I believe that I will fix it. But I don't think all black women have an attitude problem.
But do you believe that the stereotype fits? Do you believe it's a...
I don't think it fits. Oh.
All right, well, we'll come back to you. You think about that for a second. Think about that for a second.
It's really interesting stuff.
Gia Peppers. Do black women have an attitude problem?
That's so hard to say because I know lots of different types of black women. Like, for me to generalize one statement to say that all black women have an attitude would be wrong.
What would your mother say?
My mom just said on the phone when I asked her, she said, yes, a lot of them do. My mom's a doctor, and she sees a lot of patients. And she says a lot of them come to her and complain about certain things. But my mom's also like the girlfriend who you have, that's like my, the homie you complain to.
Johnny Culture.
Yo.
Black man.
Come here, black man.
Here we go.
You were raised by a black woman.
You
have
sisters.
two black baby mamas.
I got 2 black baby mamas, 3 black sisters who are also mothers.
Do you feel that black women have an attitude problem?
I don't think it's a problem. It's only a problem to the people who are getting the wrath.
Got it.
Hello?
I think that black women, like black people, are naturally aggressive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And rightfully so, in your opinion?
And rightfully so. I think we're aggressive people. So it just comes off that way. I think black men are aggressive. Black women will catch heat because they will flip on you with the quickness. And most dudes can't deal with it. Most people can't deal with it.
Anthony in the Bronx.
Yes, sir.
Sound like a black man.
Nah, man, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you black. You black.
Black or Jay?
Do black and Spanish women have an attitude problem?
I say yes, but only for good reason why I say it is because black and Latino women have more of an attitude than what Caucasian women does, for the simple fact that we were born and raised more in the ghetto, in the hood, and we deal with a lot more stuff than what Caucasian people do. White people do.
All right.
Some of that is true, but by the way, are we saying that the only black women with attitudes are women from the hood? Because I think we're saying that this transcends where people are born.
Yeah, I don't know if it's economic, but I do believe it's a contributing factor.
Sure.
And for the record, thank you, Anthony. For the record, it doesn't bother me at all, me personally.
I like the attitude.
But the reason I brought up the conversation
Do you, Shawnee?
The reason I brought up the conversation is, I think that, Deani, Scotty Beam specifically, in the workplace where people ain't trying to deal or take your attitude at all, it can be a contributing factor to people not wanting to deal with you. And when people don't want to deal with you, that means they don't want to work with you. And when they don't want to work with you, guess what?
Yeah, well, that's never a good thing.
And that's stereotyping. When people start using that in the workplace.
No, it is absolutely stereotyping.
That's
absolutely stereotyping. Mia.
Yes.
Black and Spanish women, you feel like they have an attitude problem?
I don't know if it's so much an attitude problem. I think it's definitely a stereotype, and I think that we just naturally have a stronger demeanor. So, and our tolerance level is different. So people naturally think that we have an attitude, or, we're not approachable. I don't think it's an attitude problem. It's just we're stronger than most.
Thank you, Mia.
You're welcome.
The one thing we're not getting that we were waiting to get were the men calling saying they moved on from black women.
They're too scared.
They're too scared. They don't want it. They don't want no action. Otis!
Yo, what's good?
You believe black and Hispanic women what?
I believe that we're all naturally aggressive, but I believe it's the person that they come across.
So they deal with people differently based on what they're confronted with.
Exactly. I mean, we're all naturally aggressive, like Shawnee said, but you can have somebody that can just bring out the best in you. You can have somebody that just, even when you just get around them, it's just like, yo, I just want to choke you down. That's it.
Yeah, you had to go to choke. You had to go.
And by the way, I don't agree.
And it's definitely a case by case basis.
I also believe it's relative to the environment. I think that's also another point, right? I think one of the pieces of it is, some environments you have to know time and place to how to tune yourself. We have Danny on line 1. Danny.
Hey, what's up?
You say you would never date a black woman again. Why?
Why? Because they're mental. They have their period 24/7.
Wait, first of all, okay. Question. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, what
is that it, Danny?
No, I was married to one for 13 years, but I'll smash one, but I won't date one.
Oh,
Wait, you said, I'm sorry, Danny, did you say you were married to one for 13 years?
Yeah.
And that's why you'll smash
So
one.
one woman, you feel like your experience shaped them all for you.
Yeah.
So now you date what? What's your preference now?
I don't have a preference.
Or you're single?
Yeah, I'm single.
And you're probably going to stay single, right?
Well,
see why you have to do that? You're single. Nobody's attacking you.
I'm 24 years old. I got time. So, yeah, there's that.
So, Danny, are you black, white, Hispanic?
No, Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Well,
well, hold on. What are you guys saying? What does that mean? Do you think that's like it doesn't really make a difference, does it? His point.
I think Gia Pepper has something to say. Go ahead,
Gia, what do you want to say?
No, I just don't understand. I just personally don't understand the one woman. Like, for you to, that's just how we get stereotypes going. Like, one woman to take your entire black women off the map for you is kind of crazy.
Thank you, Danny.
I know her. I know her friends. I know her family members. I know
one family.
Lot of people.
It's a lot of black families.
That's one family. Are you kidding me?
Families.
But and there has to be some truth to the stereotype because that's why they exist sometimes. Not all stereotypes shape everyone. We all agree with that.
Let me tell you something. Black and Spanish women are passionate, okay? But they're not the only ones. I have my Korean girlfriends who have a nasty, stank ass attitude all the time, and I always make fun of them. Every single ethnic. Every single ethnicity has someone who has a stank face.
But that's not what we're talking about.
And I think we're blurring a lot of things here because number one, this is a stupid stereotype. But let's focus on what the stereotype is. It's black women. There is a difference that people are talking about between black women, Spanish, Korean, because the thing that people are talking about in black women is a real thing. It's just not what I would consider an attitude problem, right? It is a certain disposition of confidence, but it's specific to black women.
No, but here's a piece that you're missing. Black women celebrate a Nene Leakes on television, right? Celebrate her. And allow that to be the representation of them on television by tuning in, celebrating, hashtagging social media, posting memes of the black woman with attitude. And then when that becomes the representation, the same way too many of us black men allowed the criminalized black man aggressive to become something that we celebrate when it pops up in the forefront in mainstream media. We enjoy it, we celebrate it, and then are upset when people stereotype us. We have to take some responsibility. That's the only reason I brought it up. Is because we can't act like we don't know. Look, all black women don't have attitude problems. All Spanish women, all black men ain't criminals. None of that. All white people ain't racist either. But unless we see white people separate themselves from those that are racist, we will be like, yo, y'all just like them. And Rosenberg, you firsthand know that you get thrown in the, oh, you just another white boy bucket all the time.
Yeah.
So you get stereotyped too. We all get stereotyped. But at a certain point, just like with police brutality, you guys want to stand next to police who brutalize people, you getting thrown in that bucket too.
That's a very good argument. So you're saying, though the black woman attitude thing is a stereotype, stop standing next to famous black women who just are known for an attitude.
Talk about it.
That's interesting. Deani, how do you feel about that, Scotty Beam?
I mean, I agree. I love Nene Leakes, though.
Okay, thank you.